Good afternoon, tanks. Thank you for being patient with me. I have been a little under the weather, but we are here now, and we're going to get into the next video that I promised you. 5 characters I would like to see in Multiverse, specifically Warner Bros. Characters. If you didn't know, Warner Bros. Is obviously the brothers' name actually got because they were brothers. 3 elder brothers began in the movie theater business with a movie projector back in 1899 actually, and they invested it mainly going to mining towns in the states of Ohio and Pennsylvania. Funny enough, Warner Bros. Lots of big hit movies, obviously in depth with the cartoon series as well, many of the classics you know, but I'm just going to specifically get with the movies aspect. So we already did the cartoon video last week. Make sure to check that video out down below if you haven't already. And before we get into it, as always, thank you so much for the people that have subscribed here recently. I greatly appreciate it. It helps support the channel. And make sure you click that bell, because we're going to have more videos coming up and more Multiversus content, gaming content, retro content, and live reaction content. And I like to stream on TikTok and Twitch. So make sure to check that out as well in my bio. But let's get into it, and thank you for being awesome. So I really wanted to look in depth with the Warner Bros. Specifically characters, I guess more so movie wise, because when you think of Warner Bros., it's a little tied with specifically Cartoon Network, Warner Bros., and DC. So it's like, well, do I want to try to just specifically stay on the movie side? And because I already made a Cartoon Network video, and DC I haven't gotten there yet, and DC is going to probably be my next video. So with that being said, I had to think deeply about this, and I think I got my mindset on the next 5 I would like to maybe possibly see. But my first one being freaking Godzilla, dude. If you're gonna add Iron Giant in here, I think Godzilla, or even being just specifically, if I could talk, in a map at least, you know what I mean? But being Godzilla, dude, I mean, come on, dude. He's the one and only. You already know. I think being him in the game would be amazing. You could fucking breathe fire. I mean, look at all the variants that are possible. 1999, 2000, Mecha Godzilla, the newer version Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla that likes to freaking get down and groovy and dance and float in the freaking air and shit, or be his freaking kid, for God's sakes. I mean, dude, he's a freaking classic Warner Bros. Character, and that is what I'm trying to say. When you think Warner Bros., what is the first couple characters or movies that come to mind? Godzilla was my first one, and I think Godzilla would be an amazing, another big character too, because Iron Giant's the biggest character in the game, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe having another big character kind of would mix it up a little bit as well. Let me know who you think as well. Don't be afraid to tell me in the comments who you would like to see as well, and what are your takes on what my suggestions are for the next 5 characters, please. All due respect, please do tell me. I mean, come on now. We're all in this together. My second character, make sure I can count right. I thought about the moveset and what could be the variants and a little bit of what the character style could be. I honestly think Willy Wonka, dude. Willy Wonka has 3 different movies, 3 different Willy Wonkas, and honestly, dude, he's just a fucking classic movie once again that kind of really shot Warner Bros. Off the map, I feel like. And it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, think of the different kind of candy style like moves he could have, just like coming in with the freaking drip and rolling in and stuff. Or even maybe supposedly having an assist kind of character like Tom and Jerry, maybe, where Oompa Loompas help him out. I mean, the possibilities of that are really freaking interesting to me, and I honestly think it would be very different. How the moveset and everything character-wise would go, I think it would just sell for another roster spot. I think it'd be super cool. Like, I want to play as Willy Wonka in a fighting game. I've never heard of that before, and I think that's super cool. My third character, I know they added Agent Smith into the game, so I want to add Neo into the game from the freaking Matrix. Because if Agent Smith can be in the game, you got to have somebody else from the same universe in the game. And Neo, dude, is a fucking boss. I mean, and who doesn't fucking love Keanu Reeves? Let's be serious right now. fucking G. So, and I feel like he could have a similar, excuse me, similar playstyle to Agent Smith, but also he can have a little more faster pace and maybe more like maybe some parries or something like that as well. I think Agent Smith is a good addition, interesting take of what they're doing with that as of right now. But being Neo is the main character. You gotta add him or show something off with him as well, being my third character. My fourth one, I really see when I get into like the 4th and 5, I kept going back and forth, back and forth. Who should I add? Who was popular? What went off? Who do a lot of people love? What do you think is actually possible? Like, these are actually characters. I'm not just saying in my opinion. I actually think like a lot of these could be a possibility somewhere in the game. Being a map, a voice, a character variant, something. You know what I mean? So, my fourth character being... Are you ready, chat? Are you ready? After this... Anyways, as I was saying, my fourth character from Warner Bros, specifically, just Warner Bros, would be fucking Gandalf for Lord of the Rings, my dude.
Shall not pass!
Fucking coming in with a fucking staff, shooting shit, having the fucking maids drip. Coming in here smacking spells and all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? Dude, it's fucking Gandalf. Why don't you want Gandalf in the game? Why don't you want Lord of the Rings in the game? You could definitely have a Lord of the Rings map. Oh my god, the possibilities of Lord of the Rings maps and then adding Gandalf, dude, fucking would be super insane. I feel like a lot of people would love shit like that. Like, we got a fucking wizard in here, dude. Come on now. I mean, they added even a character from Game of Thrones. So, Lord of the Rings is a possibility. I'm just saying. There's a lot of possibilities. And Gandalf tops the cake for me. I'm just saying that right now. Gandalf, bro. Fucking Gandalf. So, before we get to the last character, are you ready for number 5? Harry Potter.
Expecto Patronum!
Add Harry Potter because he is a wizard. Another wizard, Harry. Harry Potter, dude, would be another good character, I believe. Somebody from Harry Potter, specifically Harry Potter himself. Harry Potter, Gandalf, 2 wizards, super dope. Add a little mix in there. They could be like kind of how they play with Black Adam, where Black Adam has a lot of aerials, a lot of spell-like characters with spellbounds and stuff like that. And I think it would be really interesting, cool moveset. See, the thing is, we didn't think Smash Bros. Would bring in Sora. Okay, Multiversus, right now, you're coming back. You're fully coming back. You're trying to sell yourself once again. You're out of the beta form. You're fully here. So fully send it, dude. Fucking add movie popular characters from Warner Bros. Harry Potter, Gandalf, Neo, fucking Godzilla. Add crazy ass shit you haven't seen in a game before. And you will attract more people. Keep working on the game itself, gameplay wise, netcode wise, internet connections, so on and so forth. But the characters, bro, it's all about your roster and your characters. Alright? So, if you can add LeBron James, and if they can add Sora to Smash, fucking add Harry Potter to Multiversus. I think that would be super, super cool. This is Mr. Frank the Tank with my 5 characters I would like to see. Is there anybody you would like to see specifically from Warner Bros? Do you like these movies? Do you have any takes where you wish characters weren't in the game? Please let me know down in the comments. And like I said, please, 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 don't forget to click that bell. It's super is appreciated and it helps the channel. Make sure to check me out on future streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays and possibly on the weekend, depending on my schedule. I'm fluctuate and I'm very active on my schedule with my other socials. So, Mr._Frank the Tank at Twitch.tv and as well on TikTok. And as always, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being awesome. I'll see you next time.